Some big news coming out of AEW Dynamite. Sting has announced his retirement plans. After mentioning his AEW in-ring debut was at Revolution 2021, Sting said that his final match will be at Revolution 2024 next year. He finished his promo by saying that the only thing for sure about Sting is that his retirement is for sure. Sting started his promo on Wednesday by bringing up names from the past such as Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan. He also brought up Ric Flair, who he thanked for putting him on the map at the first Clash of Champions, and later at the 1990 Great American Bash when he defeated Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight title. He said he brought up retirement once before in 2015, but it didn't sit well with him. He then announced his retirement for next year. Later in the show, Darby Allin attacked Nick Wayne and Christian Cage after Wayne told his mother that she was dead to him. The brawl spilled down into the arena where Luchasaurus came in to aid Cage and Nick Wayne. Sting then came out to make the save. Sting started his career in 1985 working in the Memphis territory and Mid-South Wrestling before joining WCW in 1987, winning their world title on multiple occasions. After the company closed down in 2001, Sting made regular appearances for Impact Wrestling through 2014, following a run in WWE. Sting made his debut for AEW in December 2020, quickly aligning with Darby Allin. Also, MJF has his opponent for next week's Dynamite. Juice Robinson won the Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal on Wednesday's show, last eliminating Max Caster for the win. Robinson will now challenge for MJF's Dynamite Diamond Ring, which MJF won back in 2019 and has defended successfully every year since. MJF was on commentary for the main event when he was jumped by Jay White, his opponent for Full Gear on November 18th. MJF got the upper hand and briefly got back the AEW World Championship that Jay White had stolen. He was about to lay Jay White out with the title when Jay White gave him a low blow at the last second. The show ended with MJF having a stare down with Jay White, Juice Robinson, and the Guns. NXT ended with a tease that Jade Cargill could be showing up at Halloween Havoc Night 1 next Tuesday. Lyra Valkyria is challenging Becky Lynch for the NXT Women's Championship next week. In a backstage segment, Jade Cargill appeared on a television screen behind Lyra Valkyria. Cargill pointed at her watch, signaling that her time is coming soon. Lyra didn't notice Jade at all on the screen. Carmelo Hayes is getting another shot at the NXT Championship. Carmelo defeated Baron Corbin and Dijak in a three-way on Tuesday's NXT to become the new #1 contender for the NXT Championship. After Baron Corbin hit the end of days on Dijak, Carmelo connected with the Nothing But Net on Corbin and pinned Dijak to win the match. A show-long storyline on Tuesday revealed that Cody Rhodes had made one final decision when he was guest GM of NXT last week. He added Trick Williams into the three-way match, making it a fatal four-way match. When Hayes heard the news, he was upset and confronted Williams about it backstage. The two made amends, but Williams was later found out laid out backstage. It was later announced that Williams had been taken out of the match and sent to a local hospital. Additionally, Chase U are getting a shot at the NXT Tag Team titles. Next week, we will see Chase U challenge Tony D and Stax for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Andre Chase and Duke Hudson won the Bada Bing Bada Boom Battle Royal, defeating Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza after the Creed brothers interfered. Humberto and Angel Garza were originally eliminated from the Battle Royal but snuck back in and eliminated the Creed brothers. Two Spin the Wheel Make the Deal matches will also be taking place. Gigi Dolan spun the wheel on Tuesday's show, landing on a lights out match against Blair Davenport. Roxanne Perez later spun the wheel, landing on a Devil's Playground match against Kiana James. The semifinals are now set for the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. Carmen Petrovic and Ariana Grace both advanced on Tuesday's show. As a result, Carmen will face Lola Vice in the semifinals, while Ariana will face Kehlani Jordan. Both semifinal matches will take place next week on the first night of NXT's Halloween Havoc. This is the second year in a row that NXT has held a women's breakout tournament. On last week's NXT, however, Cody Rhodes announced that a men's breakout tournament coming up after the women's tournament had concluded. Cody also announced that the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic would also be returning. And speaking of NXT, Tuesday night's episode averaged 798,000 viewers on the USA Network. down 13.4% from last week's loaded episode that included appearances by John Cena, The Undertaker, and more. This is still the 5th highest audience total NXT has drawn in 2023. The 4 episodes beating it all happened over the previous 5 weeks. NXT drew a 0.23 rating in the 18-49 demo. That's down 23.3% from last week, but it's tied for the show's 4th highest rating of the year in that category. As for Raw, this Monday, it averaged 1.48 million viewers with a 0.44 rating in the 18-49 demo. The show was down slightly in viewers but up in the 18-49 against tougher competition as both the Dallas Cowboys versus the Los Angeles Chargers NFL game and the Philadelphia Phillies versus Arizona Diamondbacks baseball playoff game were up compared to last week. Raw was 5th on cable and 3rd in the time slot behind 3 NFL-related shows on ESPN and the baseball playoffs on TBS. In other news, in an interview with The Sporting News, Rhea Ripley discussed her on-screen partnership with Dominic Mysterio, to which she said, "I say to Dom all the time he's not allowed to leave me because I need him and I feel he needs me. We didn't know if we were going to click or get along, but I think us being so close together in age has really helped the situation. We are on that same sort of level and it just clicks. It was something that came out of left field. Every week that I go out there with Dom, I feel like our relationship grows to that next little step. This is just a happy accident that has happened and it has grown into such an amazing bond and storyline. I feel like we're only just scratching the surface. I think it could be something we can ride for a long time." And speaking of Rhea Ripley, Tori Wilson named her as the person she would love to face if she got to wrestle today, saying, "I think if I could wrestle someone today, I'm a little obsessed with Rhea Ripley, but she'd kill me. But at least it'd be fun." And last but not least, Ring of Honor's next pay-per-view is Final Battle. ROH announced today that this year's Final Battle event will take place at the Curtis Cole Center in Garland, Texas. Tickets will go on sale for the event on October 27th at 10 a.m. Central Time. Featured on the poster are the current Ring of Honor champions, World Champion Eddie Kingston, Pure Champion Katsuyori Shibata, Women's Champion Athena, one half of the tag team champions MJF, and 6-man champions the Young Bucks and Hangman Page. ROH has held a Final Battle event every year since its inception in 2002. That's a wrap for this episode of The Latest. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to F4W Online for plenty more wrestling content.